Hello everyone, my name's Rebecca, and this is Your Bourbon Journey. Welcome to another night of Thirsty Thursday cocktails. What are we making tonight? Well, Mother's Day is on Sunday, so I thought I'd make something that might make my mom get a little tingly and enjoy it. So I found a recipe. I kept looking and looking for something that involved bourbon and a nice liqueur, maybe some champagne, and I found something called the Kentucky Kiss. So we are making the Kentucky Kiss tonight. So let's talk about the ingredients that we're going to need for this. First, you need a good Kentucky bourbon. I've selected the Maker's Mark because it is a wheated bourbon and it'll be soft and complement the champagne that we're going to use. Second, a nice cherry liqueur. I went with the Luxardo, so I'm hoping that will bring those cherry notes forward. I'm also going to use cherry bitters because I don't want it to be too sweet, and I want to make sure I accent the cherry notes that's in this cocktail. We also need some fresh squeezed lime juice, which I have right here ready to go. Finally, we're going to top it with champagne, because champagne and brunch go so well together, and who doesn't like a great cocktail that involves champagne? And we also have some Luxardo cherries on hand because they are going to go well with the Luxardo liqueur, and we're going to garnish with that. So let's get started. First, we're going to start with our bourbon. So let's grab our Maker's Mark, and we're going to make 2 cocktails tonight, and this calls for 1.5 ounces per cocktail. So 3 ounces will be going into our mixing glass. I kind of hope my mom's not going to watch because I want to surprise her with this on Sunday. But if she is, she'll be ready to know what we're going to have. Now we're going to move on to our Luxardo liqueur, which is really fantastic. This we need a 1/2 ounce, so we're going to use a full ounce for 2 cocktails. There we go. It smells really nice. That cherry aroma is coming forward. I'm just going to keep going in order. I have my bitters here, so it's 2 to 3 dashes of bitter, so I'm going to use 4 to 6 for my 2 cocktails. And that's going to bring the notes of cherry forward without it being too sweet. It's going to calm down those notes just a bit. We also need our fresh squeezed lime juice, which matches how much we've used of the liqueur. So it's a 1/2 ounce per cocktail or 1 ounce for 2. I do recommend fresh squeezed lime juice. It just has a little bit different flavor in my opinion. I'm going to stir this up and get it chilled because we're going to serve it neat. I will admit I bought some fun little ice cubes that are shaped like roses that I might just happen to put a little food coloring in and make them red roses in the glasses. I didn't do that for tonight, so I'm just going to serve it neat today. But that's an option if you want to make it extra special. So I think this is getting nice and chilled. So I'm going to pour it into our I'm using coupe glasses. You could also use a champagne glass, would work perfectly. But I find that a coupe glass has a little more room. So let's get this strained. There we go. Now we're going to top it with champagne, which means if you have a really large glass, you might end up with a little more champagne. But for the coupe glasses, it's probably just a few ounces. It gives it that sparkle and buzz that we love about champagne. Look at that fizz happening. This is a really great champagne. We pick it up at Costco. It's their private label, and at Kirkland, and it's actually pretty fantastic. Now, I do want to garnish this with Luxardo cherries because why not? It's Mother's Day. We're going to enjoy that. And because it's Mother's Day, I've prepared 2 cherries to go into our glasses. Just like that. Then that Luxardo syrup is going to go in there as well. It's going to be great. So let's taste this cocktail and see what we think. Well, I can tell you that the fresh lime juice is coming forward. I'm getting cherry notes with lime. It's almost like a cherry limeade. The bourbon is taking a back seat, which is okay today. I'm enjoying that. You know it's there, but it's not taking over the cocktail. The champagne comes forward, you get these nice bubbles. It's a very soft, flavorful, and complex cocktail that I think your mom might enjoy. And if not, I bet you will, because we're going to enjoy these tonight ourselves. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. And cheers to enjoying a Kentucky kiss this weekend.